Hey guys, in today's video, I'll be showing you a few accessories that I use that help me improve my experience when shooting with the Fujifilm X-T30. Now, I've had this camera for a few months already, and one thing that you can't doubt about the X-T30 is that it has amazing video and image quality. But because of its retro style, since it is inspired by film cameras, it doesn't have the best handling for me, and sometimes that could be a detriment to the experience when using it. The Fujifilm X-T30 is a small camera, and despite the small size, you can't doubt its performance. But here are some accessories that I use to help me improve again the experience when using this little but powerful camera. The first thing that I add is this extension grip with the L bracket. This adds a bigger grip as well as protect the bottom and the side of my X-T30. As you can see, it added some weight and also some height and a little bit of width on the camera. But most importantly for me, it adds this very usable grip that allows me to firmly grasp the camera. Now, the brackets at the bottom and at the side add some protection and also allows you to put the X-T3 on a tripod much faster. Now, since I do mostly street photography, I do not need the side bracket here, so I just remove it to save on weight and also on size. The second accessory that I add is this thumb rest. So again, this further improves the handling of the X-T30. Now with this, it gives my thumb a resting place and it avoids me clicking or switching the dials and buttons here at the back of the camera. And before we move on, in case you're interested with any of the products here, links are in the description down below. The third accessory that I'm adding is this shutter button. So, one of the nice things about Fujifilm, since they use the retro styling of film cameras, is that their shutter button here has threads. These threads enables you to add your own shutter button. The one that I use here is red, and there are a lot more colors available in the link below. So with this one, it adds a bit of height, and because of its concave shape, I find it easier to use and click on the shutter button. I've also know a few people that said because of the design of Fuji's X-T line is that they sometimes can't feel the shutter button because of how it's designed. And adding this, for me at least, it really does add more feedback when you're half pressing and fully pressing on the camera. Now the fourth accessory is already on the camera, and that's a tempered glass for the LCD panel. Now since I bought the X-T30, I immediately ordered a screen protector to make sure that I don't break or scratch the LCD, since I mainly use this more than the viewfinder. You could treat the tempered glass as an insurance for your camera, and when you're planning to sell the camera, it's a good idea to make sure there are less scratches and wear and tear on the camera to make sure you have the maximum second-hand value when you are selling it. But at the same time, it just keeps the camera clean and very presentable, even though you've been using it for many months or many years already. So I think it's a good idea to purchase multiple tempered glass for your cameras, and that just ensures that you always have one in case the one already on your camera breaks. And finally, the last accessory that I have for my X-T30 is a wrist strap. The one that I use is a paracord strap, and it's easy to install. So I do have here a small carabiner, so it attaches simply to the loop of the camera. And with this, again, you can treat it as an insurance policy for your camera because again, if you're using this for street photography like I do, there is a chance that you might drop your camera, especially when you're in a hurry or someone knocks it over from your hand. So it is a good idea to always have a wrist strap connected when using it. Again, this just improves the experience with the X-T30 because of its very slim profile. I added a grip, a thumb rest, and also the wrist strap to make sure it's safe, and at the same time I enjoy using it. I know some would prefer a neck strap or a shoulder sling strap for their cameras, but for me, I think they just get in the way when doing street photography. So I prefer this paracord wrist strap, and there are other versions, and I think a famous one, a really good one, is from Peak Design. They have a wrist strap that is also quick release. So for this one, I just added this carabiner for faster attachment and also detachment. One thing great about these wrist straps is because they're so cheap, you can buy several colors. So here's another one that I use. This is in orange. So sometimes I just use this as I feel like adding some color when I use my camera. But for the most part, I just use black so that it is very stealthy and also keeps it very minimal when using this X-T30. Now, if you don't own the X-T30 or maybe a different camera from Fujifilm, they're also available with other models like the X-T3, X-T4, and even the mid-range. Now, what's great is if you own the X-T10 or X-T20, then you can use the same grip and also the thumb rest because they still have the same body. Now, if you found this video useful, please leave a like. And if you're interested in more Fujifilm content, then click subscribe. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon.